Are you ready? It's time for the disturbing dark side of e-kitten Discord servers. Wow. E-kitten.
With this knowledge, but there's something called Discord e-kitten servers where you need to pay money to rent your own little e-kitten. And there are e-kittens that are minors. And I'm going to show you how delusion.
Man, dude. And this is the best time in the world to be a pedophile. Like, the avenues for you are just so open. You just have so many chances. Dude, they're just selling children to you online.
And disgusting these servers are, and then I'm going to tell you the dark truth of e-kitten Discord servers by talking about the Fun Time Kitty Club and Pretty Kitty Hangout. Now, before we get into the rest of this video, I just want to figure out who's running this Discord server. Are we dealing with the new Epstein of Discord, or are we dealing with a teenager trying to run this stuff, which would be a horrible recipe for disaster? But taking a look at the server info of the server, I need to blur.
Though it'd be kind of smart. Like, imagine you just ran one of these, and you're like 15, and you're like scamming weirdos.
A lot. The server owner, if we open up their profile, they like playing Roblox. In fact, they have connected Roblox accounts to their Discord account, and one of them is
You ain't 16? No. Have I seen proximity chat? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. You should rename your Discord to Horny Kitty Hideout. No. No. Don't get any ideas when I'm paying for Discord. I would hope not.
This, I don't want to show you the name.
Dude. Vote for me. I will make it so. If anyone makes their profile or their character look like this in Roblox, they will automatically be airlifted to the closest labor camp available. Automatically. Straight to labor. No due process. Nothing. No rights. Rights stripped from you. I don't want to hear it. You pick up that shovel and you start digging now.
But it includes doll, and we have a fucking Roblox avatar throwing it back. Maybe I'm taking things out of context. Dude? So I look at their other Roblox account, and there we go. We have someone who looks normal. Oh my gosh, it's just a normal person. Until I scroll down and I look in their
A good man breaks your headboard, not your heart.
Store, and they have a shirt that says, "A good man breaks your headboard, not your heart." We have this in Roblox, a kid's game. What the
child's game.
In fact, going back to this person's Discord account, it turns out they are a 14-year-old tired little doll. I wanna
live happily and gamble all my money at a casino.
And the worst part is we're in 2020.
True. I mean, you would be happier gambling. Guys, when I introduced gambling and jerking off into my life, everything got better. Literally everything.
26, and their account was made back in July of 2022. They're 14. They've had this account for almost 4 years.
What the fuck?
The math is not mathing here, bro.
I mean, there should be a 14-year-old on there anyways.
Let's just look at the server. I need to get through this video as fast as possible. My sanity is already gone. So the first thing that I saw when I looked at this server is that they had a channel called DM, where people would post their DMs are open and ready for people to chat with them. And I saw this person here.
If you are a sane human, you'd have your DMs closed on Discord. I think having your DMs open to anyone on Discord is you are just asking for it. You're asking for it. You're asking for the scams. You're asking for the weirdos. Yeah, especially if your profile looks like it can be owned by a woman. You want the cocks. You want them.
Let me get really professional here. Selling pics for Robux, safe for work, and DMs open, looking for a $5 Nintendo card. And the worst part, this is a 13-year-old who was saying this. You need to be 13 to use Discord. So they made a Discord account as early as they possibly could so that they could sell pics for Robux. I hate to say it, but from what I've seen on Discord, this person is just...
By the way, AI is gonna make this even worse. It is. So, like those AIs that like make it so you look like you're someone else, like they completely change your body to someone else's, you know? Dude. Kids are gonna start using those. Do you wanna know why I know kids are gonna start using those? It's because it's already happening. It's crazy. Yeah, there are so like these fake Instagram accounts could be ran by an Indian man or some kid. Yeah, the kids are already doing it.
just on the track to becoming a victim. In fact, things get even worse because I saw this person who posted in the menus channel where they list off all the things that you can pay them to do. This person is a 16-year-old girl, and she will do safe for work RP with you for $5, and if you thought, oh, that wasn't up enough, no, you can rent them as a girlfriend for $20 to $30 a
That's
week.
it?
Yeah, can we have a one-to-one
Damn,
for it?
dude. These children are cheap. Damn. Is this the Epstein special here?
Second, you know, let's just step away from the server for a second. Just you and I were talking to each other, right? Who would pay $20 to $30 to rent out a 16-year-old girlfriend?
I know you're not asking that question. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Don't do that. A lot of men, a lot of people would do this. Stop. Just don't ask the questions if you don't want the answers.
You're absolutely right. Predators will be doing that, and these people don't see it. But one thing I did
It's
see,
not just predator. I mean, well, obviously they're all predators, but yeah.
though, is that the admin of the server, they ping this person saying you can't do rent a girlfriend or fake girlfriend as a minor. So they got in trouble for doing that. And guys, this is fucking crazy. It has been over a month, and this hasn't been deleted.
It's still there.
What the fuck? Now, this person here, I have blurred it from...
So this is why I'm very strict on NSFW stuff in Discord. I find that whenever there's any NSFW on Discord, the degeneracy levels reach a point that is so disgusting that I can't even view you, like, I can't see you as human anymore. And all I want to do is find a way to get every right that you have taken away. That's why I don't want any NSFW on my Discord. This is why. It's because I think, and this is my opinion, and if you want to disagree with me, you can't. I think people who look at NSFW on Discord are the dungeon dweller, bottom of the barrel people who ruin everything in our country and need to be slaves.
My own sanity at this point. This is a photo of someone who is in a very small skirt. And looking at this person's roles, they are a verified minor. And it gets worse with
How
this
do you
person
do that?
because they have a menu of what they do. Now, I want to point out, they say that it's safe for work only. They're a minor. So there's no bad stuff happening here. That's the excuse, the delusion that these guys use. They're like, guys, it's safe for work. It's okay. Until you look at this person's menu and you just use your fucking brain, man. Like, this person will give you pictures, custom outfit and pose for $15, face and custom outfit plus a pose for $17. I feel like this should be obvious, like I shouldn't even have to say this, but people that are asking you for a custom outfit and custom pose, like a custom pose, are you fucking kidding me? No one is buying this unless you got your invite rejected to the little St. James Islands with Big Jeff. Now at this point,
I wonder who that is. And that's gotta be so crazy. Imagine being such a fucking loser that even Epstein himself doesn't fucking want you. Dude.
I already lost my faith in
Holy
humanity.
shit.
Seeing children put themselves at risk for a $5 Nintendo gift card, it fucking killed me on the inside.
Dude. Keep in mind. Stephen Hawking was a vegetable on a chair. And he got invited over Elon Musk. Stephen Hawking had more motion than Elon Musk. Dude.
But I decided I needed to do my duty, so I ventured deeper into these e-kitten servers, and I hoped I would find a server that did things right, to be an example to everyone else. And judging by the amount of tabs I have open, we're fucked. When I first joined this Discord server, I was genuinely thinking that things might have gotten better, because I saw that they had an awareness category where they talk about a blacklist. They have people reporting possible minors, people lying about their age, predators, and they had a warnings channel that has a thread of okay. I guess the red flags were obvious at the start. Now, this reports channel I'm going to focus on a lot because
if you get scammed by anyone in these Discord servers, good. I'm glad.
this is really where I saw most of what actually happens on these e-kitten servers. We have this one report of a minor selling NSFW content, and the way this person was found out is that on one server they were selling fan signs.
Also, is there a problem here? Are we having a problem in chat? What's the issue? What's the problem? I guess I'm really talking to Cryo. I don't know. Invalid. Like, I'm trying to read what you two are talking about, but I can't tell if there's a problem or not. I don't know. He was asking. Oh, okay.
SFW or safe for work, doesn't matter. You could have photos of thighs under blank. And just in case you thought maybe, nah, that's not NSFW. They literally have a personal blank service where you pay $1,000 a month for them to be your personal blank. Is this a pimping Discord server? Like, genuinely speaking. And they don't just take money as payment. No, they take Robux, you know, Roblox, a kid's game, or COD points. But this person is...
What? What? This is a dude, by the way. What girl is what girl is asking for COD points? What girl is asking for COD points?
Advertising all this, that they'll do it for money. And in another Discord server, for their roles, they picked the role of being 13 to 15 years old. So we have a 13 to 15 year old being a personal blank for $1,000 a month. The pause is intentional, by the way. I'm just letting that sink in. The only person that's going to have $1,000 to spend a month is going to be an adult that has a full-time job. That was just the first person that got reported, because the second report that I saw was a predator alert. And I'm like, okay, let's see what sort of predators we got going on. And they linked this DM here, where the guy said, "You do any not safe for work?" And the person's like, "I'm 16. Would you want me to? If you could." "How old are you, if I can ask?" 18. "No, I don't do NSFW. Don't ask minors that again." I just want to take a step back for a second. This is really what made me realize there is a massive dark side to this thing. Because would you want me to? It sounds like they are open to doing this.
Yeah, it sounds like this is negotiable.
As long as this person was a minor, because they ask how old you are. And I wonder what would happen if this dude said he was 16.
Yeah,
like,
still a crime, by the way.
Would this actually happen? And again, predators aren't going to be like, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm 45 years old."
I don't think these kids, if they are kids, know what to shooting, see somebody in the last. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure some of these are not kids. They're just scammers. I'm sure some of these are just actual kids who are, who lost the lottery in every conceivable way, basically. The amount of 50-50s you have to lose to end up here is insane.
Divorced, and I'm also on the registry. But by the way, this DM gets worse. It's a 2-for-1 combo, because the guy says, "A lot of minors openly sell, and I've bought from a good amount." This is the norm. This
FBI.
dude is literally admitting to facilitating CSAM content and paying for it. Now let's get to our final report that I saw, which was so bad
Okay.
it made me click off the reports channel and find something else to talk about. Because this person was reporting a minor selling bad content. And in the evidence they attached, they sent a screenshot of this person who says, "Hi, I go by blank. I am a 16
Oh, dude, this kid, like, these kids are just fried, dude. You're selling porn on Discord. You think you can go by any pronouns. Oh my goodness, dude, like, it is over.
year-old who sells safe for work content, and I am assigned female at birth. And I'm pointing this out for that Fun Time Kitty Club server, which I'll be talking about. But in the second photo, again, another depraved dude reaches out and says, "You do soft
Bullshit.
NSFW? I'm willing to pay any price."
There's no such thing as
the girl
that.
says, "It's not usually a part of my menu, but sometimes I do." So these minors will say that I only do safe for work stuff. But the second some random dude who could literally be 45 years old says, "I'm willing to pay any price," they're like, "You know, that's so crazy. I was thinking about maybe I do sometimes do soft NSFW." And the guy asks, What kind? Usually I'd be shirtless, but still having a bra on and showing off my upper body, rib cage, hip bones, etc. And sometimes also stuff in underwear. Every single time when I said, the custom pose, custom clothing, like I said would
Jesus
be bad. I feel
Christ.
vindicated now. And the report just gets worse because the person behind it actually goes on the report and they say, "Hi, this is me. The soft NSFW in question are body checks. They are not intended to be naughty." Bro, we just
It doesn't matter. Because it is to them. And that's what they don't understand. It is to them, though. Okay? And that's the problem with kids and posting photos. You can post an innocuous photo, but to a pedo, it's what they want.
read your fucking messages saying you're having a bra on, showing off your upper
But if
body.
you need this much money? Well, a lot of kids feel like they need money because we have constantly aged things up, I think. And a lot of aged up things cost money. And there's not any safe, child-friendly places that exist really anymore. They just don't exist. I think that's the problem. Like, your kid can't go to the park. There's no, like, nice, cozy, safe for kids, free-to-play games. They're gone. They go on Instagram and get groomed. They go to Twitter and become a transgender at 13. Or they play these slop mobile games with disgusting freemium freemium business models that cost a shit ton of money that are enticing to kids. So kids don't have a age appropriate safe space to exist online and in real life, really. Everything is aged up.
Doing stuff in underwear. How in the fuck is that not intended to be naughty? But no. They're labeled soft NSFW because people claim they goon to it. This person deserves a trophy for the worst gaslighting I have ever seen in my whole entire life. This person knows what they're doing, and it gets worse because they say that it's similar to stuff they also post on their public Twitter. This person posts their body showing a lot of skin. We have a 16-year-old posting this publicly on Twitter. Now, I want to point out part of their username where they talk about shed TWT or
So this is a part of eating disorder Twitter. If you want to see what happens to a young female's mind or a young woman's mind when every conceivable mental illness is basically plunged into her brain and she's given the internet, go to ED-Twit. That's the place to go. That's where you probably shouldn't go. You're gonna see shit you don't want to see. What is it? It's eating disorder. ED stands for eating disorder. It's literally a bunch of mentally ill children, or young females, young women, talking about food and their mental disorders. And yeah, sometimes they post photos of themselves talking about how fat they are, and they probably weigh like 100 pounds. It is literally mental illness on a level that eclipses Reddit.
Shed Twitter. Now, it's not shed as in stuff you put your tools in. That's what I thought at first. No. Yeah, no, you're really going to hate
So, like
yourself learning
Holocaust
this.
victims?
Shed Twitter, it's
Yeah.
actually SH and ED put together. But it's basically people will unhealthily cope with any mental illness that they have by mainly damaging their body. And they post
eating, sometimes they'll post themselves cutting, they'll post like cut wounds. It literally is deep psychological mental illness displayed on camera. Yeah, a lot of the girls on this side of Twitter are underage. A lot of them are. And the ones that are adults were doing this as kids.
about it specifically on one place on Twitter, and predators and people who extort women.
And the reason why you typically don't see this side of Twitter, like if you've been on Twitter for a long time and you've never heard of this, it's because it's very, very, very isolated. And typically Twitter does not show these things to you because of the graphicness of it. It really is one of those you'd have to seek out to find.
Will use Shed Twitter to find victims. That is actually what happens. I have seen actual people who extort women on Discord say that they got their victims from Shed Twitter. But I want to shift gears a little bit. I want to focus more on the server owners again. Let me make this very clear. Our server does not allow minors to sell soft NSFW, nor do we partner with CSAM servers or servers that don't have good verification. My name and my team isn't going to be painted as the people who let people do whatever the fuck they want. I care about this server very. I work my ass off day and fucking night.
So corny.
I am trying my hardest right now. All I'm gonna say is that you trying your hardest
It's so
is not
corny.
good enough. Like, I'm gonna tell you this deadpan, like, no more YouTuber voice, like, just as an adult trying to be helpful for a second. You own a Discord server where you can pay minors to hang out with them, and they are your e-kittens. The only people that are gonna do that are predators. And it does—
This guy, like, yeah, and the people who own these Discord servers will, like, definitely becoming, like, they will become permanent objects to the state. Permanent objects. Not people, objects.
Doesn't matter how hard you try to stop this stuff. Minors being e-kittens is doomed from the start. You shouldn't facilitate this behavior. You should straight up delete your server. Because when this person is trying their hardest right now, it took me 5 minutes and I found plenty of rule breakers. The rule is that rent a girlfriend is not allowed for minors. This is the only logical thing I have read in this whole entire video. But renting a girlfriend is not allowed. Yet, we have this person here who says, my prices have changed, but I'm doing a 2-week rent a best friend for 1,500 Robux. And this person, they have the 18 minus rule. This person, you can rent them as a bestie for $1 a day. $1 a day.
$1
you can have your
a day?
own, how old are they? 13-year-old best friend. You know
Damn,
what?
dude.
Just to show you live.
Dude, these children really are just cheap, huh? Damn.
See how bad, like, the first
Very
one
inexpensive.
is. This one is a safer work seller. They're a soon-to-be puppy and cat girl. I hate myself.
God.
And they're 16. And guess what?
What
This
does
is
soon to be mean?
Crazy. They also do the rent a friend thing, bro. It's lip service, bro. You can't just say, oh, rent a girlfriend is not allowed, and then have people say renting a best friend. You're like, oh no, it's completely
like
different.
children are a
The
bargain
only
deal nowadays.
people
They
that are
are,
gonna be
yeah.
renting a 13-year-old to be their friend are predators. The server is doomed. I tried my hardest, my ass. In fact, this Discord server has a previews channel, which is filled with people's faces and their selfies. Like, before I did all this stuff, I did have these images censored, but when I was scrolling through this, I actually felt disgusted. I felt gross just seeing people's selfies. And all I can imagine is that there is some predator who is browsing this like a Sears Christmas catalog, picking which person they want to turn into their—
It's like fucking, what's his name? Bill Clinton when he's looking at the Epstein files photos. Oh, dude. Bill Clinton. Where's it at? Where's the club? Where's it at, dude? Bill Clinton. Shit. Where's the clip, dude? With his lawyer. Oh, it's so long. It's like an hour long. Although with a catfish flirt without knowing the with another catfish. Oh yeah, I bet that happens all the time. Just two groomers talking to each other.
Mr. President, as your lawyer, I strongly recommend you stop smiling while reviewing.
Oh dude, no, this is cringe. Just play the clip, man. Dude.
Bill, you're looking too nostalgic. Okay, don't smile.
It's like, yeah, see it, that one there, that child. That was my favorite kid. That was my favorite one. Yep, that's the one right there. I remember it. It's in
Okay. Mr. President, please,
1998.
just try and...
I got to eat her legs.
Your next victim. Let's see this person's profile for a second. How old are they? Jesus Christ, bro. But for the minor that posted this, I want you to understand what's going through a predator's brain right now. What they see is that you are a minor that has your DMs open and that you will do anything for money. And that is the perfect way to start prying into you and starting to extort you.
Need money for July? Okay. I feel that. I mean, I need money for that too.
You're going to start building a
Yeah,
rapport
guys,
with
I need money for my super expensive J fashion.
you. They're going to be your friends, and then he just gives you money. It's a win-win situation. He seems like a nice guy. And then eventually
We're
this
doing
guy's
with the
like,
girlfriend
you know
now."
what? I know I've given you like $300, but would you be okay with maybe showing me like a photo of you in your skirt with a little bit of thigh? You eventually do that for a little bit, and then the predator springs the big question on you. I know you're not comfortable, but could I maybe see a little bit more? I know you feel uncomfortable, but this is something that is really important to me, and we've been friends for a while, and look at all this nice stuff you've gotten because of me. You eventually send the photo, and congratulations. That is when they start extorting you and prying into you. If you don't send me more, I'm going to share this with your parents. I'm going to send it to your friends. I'm going to send it to your school. And that's it. You've become a victim. You are living in your own hell, which is all caused by you posting on a Discord server and advertising that your DMs are open and that you need money. And the problem is that despite me seeing this shit with my own eyes and trying to warn these minors about the dangers of doing this, the
Discord is ran by pedophiles, so it's never gonna change.
Are unfortunately so far gone sometimes that it's so disheartening. One of my viewers sent me this DM where they were talking to a 15-year-old who had NSFW in their pronouns. And the 15-year-old said, yes, because I sell mildly NSFW stuff. And they say that there is a difference between blanking a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old willingly selling NSFW. They say there is a difference.
There is no point in trying to like talk to these kids. Like, I think it's sweet, but you just need to just get the cops involved. Honestly, it's the best thing you can do. Yep, just send a report to the FBI.
Is no fucking difference. And I want to point out that, again, this is another instance of someone in DMs who says, yes, I will sell NSFW stuff. On these servers, it seems all kosher. This person's trying their hardest. But in DMs, they just sell all this stuff. And that is the reality. In fact, the whole reason why I even made this video is because I found this court document that talks about the Fun Time Kitty Club Discord server and more. And it's actually uncanny how similar what I just showed you is to this court document and this dude getting arrested, because there's this guy named Samuel Eric Snell. For the minors that are being
Well, look at that. Balding.
Remember, the guy that you're talking to looks like this. Wow, what a time to be alive.
Snell.
But in this court document, it says that from in or about October 2022 to December 2022, Snell was a member of an online community on the gaming platform Discord that would offer to sell services to adult customers, specifically minor girls referred to as kittens. And they would sell online companionship to adults, referred to as masters. Jesus fucking Christ. On the Discord channel in exchange for monetary payments, usually made through Cash App or in-kind gifts like Discord Nitro, Robux, COD points, and some of these Discord...
I mean, when I was a minor, I had this guy pay for my Nitro, so, I mean, hey, it happens. But this is bad. You shouldn't do this.
Channel names were Funtime Kitty Club, Pretty Kitty Hangout, Safe Kitten Connection, and Kitten Server Name. This all just sounds extremely familiar. In fact, it's literally everything I've talked about so far. But in this court document, it says, although some of the Discord channels publicly prohibited explicit content, member of these groups told law enforcement that not safe for work NSFW requests were made between community members in direct messages. Who could have seen this fucking coming? Just like what I've shown you guys that is happening right now. Minors being like, you know, I just, it's soft NSFW. I just show you me in my panties and bra.
No. I wasn't because, dude, okay, I've never sent anyone nudes. Well, I haven't sent anyone who was grooming me nudes. Yeah.
Or no. There's a difference between a
at
13-year-old and a 15-year-old willingly selling this content. Who could have seen this fucking coming? But in the court document, it says record from Smells Storm Blackwood. Dude, this is like such a sketchy account name.
I'm fine. And then plus, I did scam one guy with fake nudes. So, yeah, I did got some pictures from girl showing her ass, and I scammed that guy. Which was a W? Scamming is cool. It is cool.
Anyways, from his Discord account, it showed a large number of direct messages in which Snell solicited from his chat partners, many of whom self-identified as minors, images of themselves. And many of Snell's minor chat partners shared that they were grappling with gender identity, sexuality, and or mental...
Yeah, who would have guessed that in the realm of disgusting sexual degeneracy, you'll find this topic. Isn't it funny how this topic always seems to be, involved with kids? I wonder why.
Health concerns.
Yes,
I
whenever
literally pointed that shit out. We have shed Twitter, mental health concerns. We have person assigned female at birth. They're grappling with gender identity and sexuality. Like, I'm not fucking making this shit up. This is what is happening. And what Samuel Snell would do is he would follow the same general script when soliciting images from these minors.
That is the
he would
meaning,
generally begin with solicitation for photos of the minor's inner thigh.
Basically, that's a retarded way of saying that you're a woman.
And then he would specify that he wanted to see a little bit more. And in several instances, he then progressed to requests for even more revealing pictures, and in some instances, even solicited and received very explicit images of self-identified minors. And it gets worse. Because
they don't, because they don't consider themselves women anymore. That's why they say that.
Also sent minors electronic toys that Snell controlled remotely. They're known as teledildonics. So he would send things to minors to their home address or maybe to a P.O. box, and then he would solicit and receive depictions of the minors using those devices. And it doesn't stop there. It gets worse, because on at least 2 occasions, Samuel Snell took a minor to a hotel where Snell paid the minor $100 to engage in blank, and afterwards...
Okay, this is different from my idea. I wanted to play Elden Ring and have the chat control it. And that is not the same. Dude, that's not the same. It's completely different.
Provided the minor with emergency contraception. And the crazy thing about this is that nowhere in the court document does it say that these minors were objecting to it. It seems like they were just okay with it.
No, I can't do it on Twitch. That's too risky. I probably only do it on, like... I'm not doing it. I'm just saying.
which again is like, this is why it's so disheartening to see this. I do want to say we do have a happy ending though, because he is going to jail for 20 years. But zooming out, this is the reality of these servers. We have minors that say that they're only doing safe for work stuff, and these people all pretend that they're trying their hardest and things are all okay. But underneath the surface, in DMs, they become willing to sell content to anyone that pays for it. So please, for the young women out there, $100 to turn into a victim, that's not what you want in life.
It's
There's
not
other
worth
ways
it.
you can get money that
Yeah.
don't put you at risk. Grow plants and
Be a
sell them
victim
on
a different
Facebook
way.
Marketplace. Anyways, if you like hearing about predators
that's
going
hard
to
though,
jail, let
man.
me
The
tell you
fuck?
boys.
Labor?
There's a predator
Wait.
who's
So have kids and do labor for money. Not a bad idea.
going to jail very soon who made a cringy rap song. So we good in terms of public humiliation. So subscribe or don't. I don't really care. I'm releasing the video anyways. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that one, sweet cheeks. Bye bye. Love you.
Bye bye.